Good afternoon. Welcome to Tuesday, June 26th. Got off work a bit early today. So I got to get some stuff done, and the plan is to try and go out to eat and maybe play a game or something with family later today. One of the things I need to get done is dishes. Because I cooked over the weekend, and I haven't cleaned that, so I'm going to start doing that, but I also want to have something to eat now, just to tide me over. And when I don't want to obviously go out and spend money, I got work early. When I made food, I got a rice and a container left. I had a rice and a container of the chicken stuff I made over the weekend in the crock pot. I had that yesterday, but I had one extra that I didn't have rice for, and since I'm home today, what I'll do is I'm going to actually make that with some ramen noodles. So, yeah, that should be different. Yeah, so I figure I'll do that. And probably while I'm starting to cook that, I'll probably start putting dishes away so that I can start loading stuff up or whatever. I just got to get some of this taken care of because it's a mess. Either way, I've also been going through stuff from the auction and listing out the lots, and it seems like we have significantly fewer lots this auction than we had last, which is kind of sad. Things may go for more. The less stuff there is for people to waste their money on that I'm not interested in, the more likely they're going to be spending their money on stuff I am interested in. Oh well. So I got dishes in, and there's actually still some dishes that didn't fit because I had way too many. Anyway, so I got ramen cooking, and what I'm gonna do is I just pour that in when it's pretty much like when the noodles are done cooking. Heat it up for a minute or two, and let it just sort of heat up from the hot water in there. Make it its own broth, and give it a shot. See how it turns out. Fingers crossed, eh? And that wasn't quite enough flavor for the amount of liquid that was, of course, that the noodles were boiling in. What I ended up doing was adding I did add the little packet of powder that comes with the ramen, and then some crushed red pepper and teriyaki sauce, both of which were in the original stuff, but the sauce tastes really good. I'm guessing the whole thing it doesn't look very pretty, but oh well, you know, different version of dish, I guess. And it'll at least tide me over until I go out to dinner with family. So I've been working my way through the gaming auction lots. Just deciding like this, don't like that, taking a closer look at the images, really seeing what's in there. But I'm like, okay, I'm getting hungry, and it's dinner time-ish. So I give Mom a call. I was like, hey, when are we going out? So she checked with Ethan. And apparently Ethan forgot that he made plans with us and now is hanging out with friends. He's like, can we reschedule for tomorrow? And I'm like, I don't know. You have to wait and see what I feel like tomorrow. I'm not making plans again because you forgot. But Mom and I are still going to go out to eat, so that's nice. I enjoy that as well. And really, not hanging out afterwards and playing a board game to entertain Ethan will save me time and help me to do other things, so. Oh well, it's not really bad, but oh well. And oh dear Lord, it is storming out. I've heard some distant thunder, but I did not realize we were having like a downpour. Oh well. Is what it is. No walk today, I guess. Here at Gingham's. I got my typical giant plate of fried food, and Mom decided to get a baked potato and a giant plate of fruit. Thank you. And I have fun hanging out with my mom for a bit, but I'm kind of glad that we didn't have Ethan the game with, because it's like 7:15 and I'm now headed home. And I want to try and get a few things done at home before going to bed. Of course, I gotta wake up for work in the morning, so if we hung out for another hour and gamed, then I wouldn't really have much time to do so. So, well, it worked out for the best, really. And I've pleasantly spent my evening going through the auction lots and creating just a chart of things I'm interested in or not interested in, and details, etc. I finished all of the miniatures games auctions and all of the board game and other games auctions. I am partway through role-playing games. I saved that for last. One, because it's the most fun, and two, because it takes the most time. If I see something, basically, I'm like, I am kind of interested in that. I usually do a little bit of a lookup online just to see, well, how much does it actually cost if I want to go buy that? Especially if I'm going to buy it used, since I'd be getting it used here. How much would I be spending on it? Because I don't want to spend more than I would otherwise, right? So I'll make notes for myself about that, and that's kind of why I do the document for, is to make sure I don't spend more than I ought to. Just, because in the moment, things can get quite exciting. I love the environment there at the auction, but, so with role-playing games, I'm interested in a lot more things out of that. I have a lot more to look up. And there's also, because I have more in that, if I'm looking at board games, I more or less can look at it and say, yes, I have that, no, I don't. When it comes down to some of the role-playing game products, I actually have to get up and go look through my shelves. Do I have... Oh, yes, I did get that one at some point. It's just been a while, and so I got to do that as well. So role-playing games can take a bit longer, so I saved that to the end. And I'm not going to finish it tonight by any means. I'm pretty much getting to the point I'm going to wrap things up here. Probably try and get just a load of laundry in and then go to bed. Because I'm getting tired. And, I do got to get up bright and early for work tomorrow. Anyways, I had fun with Mom, but then I also I have such a good time. I cannot explain how much I look forward to these gaming auctions, because I love getting great deals and getting cool stuff, because I love stuff and I love this, but it's also just such a fun environment. It's one of very few times that I go hang out with other just nerdy, geeky people that have the same sort of interests as me that aren't my usual group of friends. I love my friends. But this is like one of this happens once or twice a year, and it's like, it is the time that I go hang out with strangers that share that interest. And it's fun. It really is. Not so much so that I want to start going and doing, more just stuff with strangers that, because the hobby shop hosts all sorts of events, but just for those occasional times, it is cool to sort of see the wider community in the area. There are many nerds around. I am not alone. Anyways, like I said, pretty much getting ready for bed, so thank you for joining me. See you next time. Bye.